Hello, it's Mark again from Royal Honda. Today I'm actually coming at you with something just a little bit different that Honda's brought out in the 2022 Pilot. They brought a new trim out, it's called the TrailSport. So I thought maybe we'd just do a quick run around on this one and give you an idea of what it actually is, where it falls in the market or in the trim line, and we'll go through it and have a good look at it. This is more continuing to be more of an off-road kind of a feel. All right, its stance is a little bit higher. You can tell by the front end of the grille that there's a little bit more involved in how it's put together and how induction does for air and stuff in the front end. They've actually gone and kind of reminiscent of the black edition is kind of what they've done here. They've actually put in a black set of rims on 18-inch all-terrain tires, which is where we kind of pick up a little bit more of a higher kind of a feel for the Pilot. It's through the difference of the suspension and the tire package that comes with it. Just a cute little side note. You'll notice any Honda that you're looking at, the bottom of the H is always lining up with the valve stem. All right, just something a little quick out there to throw at you. Now you look at all the handles, all the trim that was chrome or is chrome with the Pilot has been blacked out. The actual oversize, the vehicle is still the same size. It's got the same idea. This is just a TrailSport, kind of falls in right between the EXL and the Touring. So you have all the fun things like lane watch camera. You have navigation, and you have all of the Honda sensing. The actual Pilot itself is a 8-passenger, the TrailSport. Just give a real quick glance on the inside of here before we actually do any more, but you're looking at basically the same setup where you have in the back end. You've got the seats that fold right down. These guys do as well as they move forward. So they've actually kind of kept that. They've dropped it right down, but you can also move everything right forward as well for when you're getting in. They've got the seat in the middle, so it's got a 60-40 split rear seat. And let's get that back there and we'll put that right back up. And you'll notice that they've done with they've got the orange stitching. And I have, there's one more thing that you're gonna see when we finally get into the inside and front. But they've carried the orange stitching throughout the whole thing. So it kind of gives you that feel that they've really kind of, made this a very special kind of a trim, all right? So guys, I was thinking maybe what we do is we pop into the inside, get a bit of a feel for what that looks like in there, and I can show you a few more styling cues that they did. Okay, so as we get a little bit closer to look in the cockpit, here's what we're kind of looking at, Touring and the Black Edition. They've actually removed the shifter, it's now push button. So everything here done it's a much cleaner, less intrusive look. So it's really kind of a nice feel. We get looking here a little bit. I was telling you guys, referring before about the stitching, the orange stitching in there. You'll notice that they have the actual TrailSport logo and woven right into the seat as well. We do have a full trades accent back in here where you have a USB, you have all sorts of controls, plug-in areas. You've got your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto spot right here for plugging in. When you on that, it has which is a really nice feature, it has the actual wireless charger that again comes in real handy. You are, as well as they've kept with the rest of them, they actually have the rear, you can actually lock the rear settings for the heat and cool, and they do have the heated seats in the rear as well in the second row. Look our way toward the steering wheel, leather wrapped, very, very nice. Got a heated steering wheel in this. Has all of the adaptive cruise control, the lane keep assist. A lot of great features. Again, I'm a Honda guy. I really like the way this looks. I'm really impressed with what they've done here. I want to be able to say things like to you about how just everything is just nicely finished. It's comfortable inside. You've got the sunroof that's, again, got a tilt as well as fully open. Rear view mirror. Now you'll notice this little down here where it's green. This is actually a dimmable rear view mirror. So when you've got light coming through the back window from a Transport or whatever it may be, this will actually dim itself automatically to keep the strain off your eyes and keep a bright light from causing some problems. So those kind of little features that they put in, along with extra airbags, knee bags, they've got, you do have a home link system, so you can actually connect your garage door opener at home with your actual Pilot, and when you hit the button, the door goes up. This falls right in between the EXL and the Touring. So what this does have is it has the memory seat as well. So you'll notice on the back of your fob, there's in very small print, there is a 1 and a 2. Now this one here is for a 2. You can set 2 different seating areas, alignment for 2 different people. So you can have one person that is, you know, a little on the smaller side, someone who's maybe a little bit taller, and they can both be comfortable, and just by setting it with the fob and the memory seat. As you see under the hood, it's again the same continual clean look that they have with all the Pilots. The one thing I do want to mention and kind of point out is I've alluded to it in other videos, but I want you to see this one as well, because here's a perfect spot for it. You'll notice when these are built with the Honda production lines that they have, everything is always being checked by the guy before. Okay, so one gentleman will have one color. You'll notice right here we've got a red and we've got more of an orangey color there. What happens here is that as these pieces are put in place, the gentleman doing the job next is the guy who's actually marking to make sure that his job was done previously was done correct. And again, they do the same idea. Every 5th unit is checked, and if there is any issues, all those ones are pulled and checked over. All right, so we are on the passenger side obviously now, and want to make sure that you also see the fact that the lane watch camera is still something that is highly used in with Honda. So right here you've got your lane watch camera. Now keeping in mind what this is doing is it is a pie shaped kind of a feel right from about this point of the vehicle back. So you're seeing everything that's going on beside you. Anybody creeping up on your blind spot, you can pick them up with this camera. Inside, it's whenever you're making a right-hand turn, it comes on, but you can also push a button on the steering wheel as well, and that keeps it on all the time if you wish. As you can see with this one, you do have the power gate. Now, all it is power gate. There's actually no kick feature on this one. With the seats down, and you have a 5-seater, you've got plenty of space that's flat and quite usable. Handles here again just to pull straight up, and you can have that. Then you've got a full, at this point, 7 passengers. Okay, so what you do have in here, if you are looking for extra space, you can actually take these out. Flip it right over, slide it in, and right from there you now have basically a well is what you're looking at. So you have room to put the groceries in, and they will actually, this is actually kind of decent, because what it is allows you some, you know, a spot to actually lean stuff up against. So if you do have a couple of bags of groceries, you don't want them flying all over the place, it's a pretty good plan right there to put them in. Back of these seats as well as the front, there are plenty of spaces in which to put car seats. For the actual back end of the seat. There's also inside on the sides of the seats, there's little bars that you connect the seat into as well. So they have a very, it's like, I believe, a 3-point restraint. So for car seats, and if you want to have a bunch of car seats all at once, this is the perfect vehicle for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to spend with us here as we looked at this fantastic vehicle. If there is any questions that you do have, don't hesitate to reach out to us here at Royal Honda. We would love to hear from you. We'd love to talk to you, and we'd love to be able to have you come in and have a look around. We've got plenty of things. We're going to be doing more videos in the future. I just want to make sure that if you need us, it's 306-782-2262. Thank you so much. Goodbye.